Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer and this here is a November 2020 reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the theme for the month. Okay, so we have back on task here. Bottom of the deck, we have let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Okay, but here, back on task reads, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. So it looks like, you know, for the month of November, hey man, it's time to get back on task, right? You may have kind of found yourself in the past month or some time now where, you know, you might have been getting distracted on your path. You might have kind of felt a little bit, you know, like, I don't know what I'm doing or whether or not, you know, I can make this work. But I feel like in the month of November, it's going to be a good time, as it says, for you to kind of, you know, reflect on your goals, reflect on your dreams, reflect on your path, figure out, you know, what you can do to kind of improve yourself, what you can do to kind of get back on track and to feel your best, right? And to allow your gifts, right, to influence your goals. You know, hopefully that makes sense, right? Use what you got to get what you want. Okay, that's the best way I can think of putting it. But let's go ahead and see what's going on here for the Libras. Excuse me. All right, so, right, it looks like here, you know, you guys may be dealing with some insecurities, right? Maybe even feeling like you have, you know, some shortcomings, right? Some of you may even be feeling like, you know, you may not have enough money to sustain yourself or to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, or maybe you feel like you don't have, you know, the abilities or the knowledge, whatever it may be that you feel you don't have, right? It's here with this magician here. Make sure that you know, right? You are the magician. You have control over this. You can, you know, decide what it is that you want, and it's just going to take, you know, effort on your part to get there, right? Trust in your own abilities, trust in who you are, trust in your, you know, own inner guidance and inner wisdom about your path and what it is that you know, are destined to do here on this earth, right? So here with your blessing for the month, we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel here. So I feel like here, you know, you guys may have kind of felt maybe a little bit stuck, a little bit stagnant in the past, right? Maybe past month, maybe even a couple of months. Who knows, man? Everybody different. But I feel like here for the month of November, you may, you know, kind of get like a burst of energy, maybe even some inspiration, a desire to kind of move forward. And it's just going to be important that you, in the month of November, focus on, you know, putting that energy into useful things, right? Thinking about how you can make that energy last, right? Not kind of trying to charge ahead, but, you know, planning, being practical, and learning how to maintain as well as to grow and continue to utilize that energy in a positive way and not allow it to kind of, you know, fizzle out or go boom. I don't know. That was what came to mind. But here with your message for the month, right? Like I was saying, you are the magician here, right? If you feel like you haven't been getting what you want, it may be time for you to, you know, switch up your routine, switch up your pattern, switch up maybe even your goal, figure out what it is that you need to do to get things moving in the right direction for yourself, right? You may have been in a space here where you weren't You may have, took a little chill pill. You may have took a little break. You may have needed a little bit of rest. But now it's time for you to kind of get back on task, to start putting in that work. Right. And with your lesson for the month here, we have fifth chakra. Right. So be mindful here of your own kind of thoughts, your own kind of internal dialogue with yourself, but also be mindful of the words that you speak here. Right. Because what you think and what you speak is what you shall create. So be aware of that. But also be mindful of yourself, trusting yourself, believe in yourself, know that you can have what you want. It just may take a little bit of effort. It may take a little bit of finagling on your end, right, to kind of get things moving how you want. But you here have the tools that you need to make it happen, right? But it just kind of starts here with you believing in yourself, right? With your challenge here, man holding a coin, there may be some insecurities here. Maybe even some shortcomings that you feel you may have that may be kind of blocking you or keeping you stuck, keeping you stagnant, keeping you from progressing and moving forward. So make sure, you spend some time, reflecting on that so that it doesn't hold you back any longer, right? If you need to kind of cut off people or cut off habits or even kind of start planning and strategizing in a new way, don't be afraid to do that. If there's something you feel you don't know or don't have enough knowledge of, get to work learning, right? But let's go ahead and clarify. All right, so driving your energy here, we have the Fool. So, right, get ready for this new adventure, right? I feel like you're moving into a new space here. But here showing up under your lesson, we do have the Five of Swords and the World, right? So make sure that you're not kind of focusing too much on the past or focusing too much on like maybe where you went wrong in the past or what you did wrong in the past. Or even like kind of holding yourself back from kind of putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, right? Some of you may be wanting to kind of, speak things into existence or do things, and you may be kind of biting the bullet, holding yourself back, comparing yourself to other people, or thinking you don't have what it is that you need for this new adventure, for this new project, for this new goal that it is that you want to pursue. But it's going to be important here for you to, stay focused on your vision. What is it that you're trying to manifest? What is it that you're trying to create here in this world, right? Stay focused on it. Keep a positive perspective about yourself and about the situation. There's always a workaround. There's always a way to kind of turn things around into a positive, right? So just make sure that you're doing that, right? But also here, make sure you're not closing yourself off from opportunities or even from people that may help you because you stuck in your ways, or you just, you have it in your mind that you have to do things a certain way, or that you don't want to listen, right? Don't kind of like block yourself or block your blessings because you aren't willing to kind of listen to advice, right? Doesn't mean you have to kind of do what other people tell you to do. Just be aware, be mindful, take it or leave it. It's up to you, okay? But clarifying here, your challenge for the month, we have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, right? So you may find it hard to kind of keep on task, to stay focused, right? Some of you may still be like thinking about the past or questioning whether or not you can even kind of see this vision or this desire through. And it's going to be important for you to kind of keep your mind focused on what it is you're trying to bring in to this physical reality, right? What is it that you're trying to manifest? Make sure that you're, focusing on that, right? If there's some knowledge that you need to learn or some things that you need to learn in order to prepare you for this new adventure, go ahead and figure out how to get that knowledge, right? Don't kind of like rely only on your own wisdom, on your own guidance. You know, be open to receiving wisdom and guidance from other people, from other sources, right? But, you know, trust in your own ability to know what is going to work for yourself. Listen to that, but also be open, okay? And then clarifying your message for the month. Here, the Magician and the Mirror, we have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, right? So it looks like, you know, it's time for you to kind of figure out how to best get yourself moving, right? You may, be kind of looking at other people, maybe comparing yourself or your progress to that of other people, right? Make sure that you're not kind of allowing, you know, what you see other people doing to kind of make you feel less than or get you off your game. Right. And make sure you're not kind of like trying to do what other people are doing. Right. Because you may not get the same results. Right. But try it out. If you feel like it will work for you, try it out. If it doesn't work, you can always do something new. All right. But let's go ahead and get your affirmation for the month. All right. Just make sure that you're not here going into going back to like bad habits or bad patterns, right? Try and, you know, make sure that you're continuing to create positive patterns, positive habits for yourself, right? Taking the ones that don't work, cutting them out and replacing them with ones that are more beneficial for you, that will help you along your path, okay? And you know, every day is a new day, right? So don't beat yourself up for what happened yesterday or the day before or a month ago or a year ago, whatever. Don't beat yourself up about it. You know, start brand new the next day, right? You didn't get it done yesterday. All right, get it done today. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get your affirmation for the month. Right. But also don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Isn't that the phrase? I feel like I said it right this time. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh. Right, and for some of you it may be beneficial here for you to kind of keep things, you know, tight-lipped, or you know what I'm saying, until you feel ready to kind of present it to the world, right? For those of you who are kind of, you know, embarking on new projects or new goals, right? You don't have to share it with everybody. Don't feel like you have to, right? Just, you know, make sure that you protect what it is you're trying to create for yourself. And if you feel like, hey man, I don't trust your vibe, I don't know if I should, you know, share this with you, I don't know if I should listen to you, then listen to that wisdom, okay? Woo, okay. So, looks like we have 2 here. So, we have... My mind is an empty glass today. I will fill it with only productive and beneficial thoughts. All right. And your question to go along with that: when am I most likely to experience negative thoughts? How can I encourage myself in these moments? Okay. And then I find joy in the little things and take nothing for granted. Your question to ponder: how can I be more observant today? What am I expecting to go right today? Right? Make sure you're focusing on the positive, like I was saying, right? That you're finding little things to be grateful for, that you're aware of yourself and what you bring to the table, and you're like, yeah, man, I do this good and I do that good, right? Don't beat yourself up too much. Don't like kind of focus on what isn't working or what's going wrong too much, right? It doesn't mean that you kind of just like, oh, foo, you know, like, no, right? Just make sure you're being aware of, you know, what's working, what's not, but don't beat yourself up too much, right? Spend the time necessary to kind of get things working right, to figure out, you know, where you went wrong, but then kind of let it go. Okay. But let's see what would be most beneficial for you to focus on in the month of November. Wait a minute. All right, bottom of the deck here, we have protection, right? You are protected along your path, right? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid here. So we have here abundance and gratitude, right? I feel like here, make sure that you are kind of accepting help, right? Where you need it. And being thankful for the support and the love, everything, right? The little things. Be grateful for it. I feel like here with this abundance, right? Make sure that you're focusing on what it is that you're trying to grow this month. What is it that you're trying to manifest? Focus on that. Nurture it. Love it. You know, love it into being. Love it into fruition. But also, you know, be grateful for the things that have kind of brought you to where you are. Be grateful for the things that maybe, you know, didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, or, you know, didn't come into being as you expected it to. Because through that experience, you learned something, you gained something. It may not have been exactly what you wanted to gain, but it gave you something. Right? So be grateful for that. Be grateful for all the good things. Be grateful for all the blessings and the lessons, right? And utilize them in the best way that you can, right? But let's go ahead and get your advice here. And we do have, you know, Thanksgiving. I don't know if you celebrate Thanksgiving here. Everybody don't, and that's fine. But if you do, you know, make sure that you're sharing just as much as you are receiving, right? That you're giving and you're receiving. Share the love, share the wealth, share the health, right? Check on your loved ones, check on your elders, connect with your ancestors, show appreciation for those that have come before you, that kind of thing, all right? We're going to get the advice, and then I'm going to close it out with your final message. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Woo. Okay. So, bottom of the deck here, we have awakening, eyes wide open, right? So then we have here shame, dreaming, and wild dog. So shame reads bad dog, no biscuit, dreaming, dream big, and wild dog, answer the call, right? I feel like here you guys may have, right, with this awakening, you have your eyes on something here. You have this dream that it is that you want to accomplish. And right, with this back on task, you may have fell off. You may have fell off a little bit, but that's okay. You can always get back on track, right? You can always get back on track. So don't beat yourself up too much. Don't kind of shy away or like clamor because you feel like, oh man, I've been messing up. It's okay. We all mess up sometimes. Just make sure that you get back on task. You figure out, where you went wrong, or you figure out what was at the root of that kind of distraction or that kind of feeling of feeling like you had to kind of pull away or to distract yourself. Like what was causing that? What emotion? Or what feeling, or fear may be coming up for you so that you can process it, you can better understand it, and it doesn't have so much power on you going forward, right? With the dreaming here, make sure you stay focused on your dreams, right? Dream big. It says dream big, dream big. Don't kind of, what's the word? Dampen your dreams or make them smaller because you feel like, you can't get there, right? No, Keep your dreams big. Just, you know, take the little steps to get there, right? Don't feel like you have to kind of rush or force or whatever. It doesn't mean that you have to, you know, lessen your dreams or make them smaller. No, you have that dream for a reason. So keep that dream. Just take steps. Start making steps towards that dream. Get back on track, right? Listen to yourself, right? With this wild dog, answer the call. Listen to your own inner wisdom. Listen to that little voice inside you that says, hey man, go this way, do that, do this, do that, right? And trust yourself to make good decisions. Trust yourself to get back on track, right? Oftentimes we don't get back on track because we're like, hey man, I'll never get back on track. No, you can get back on track. You can do it. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and love on them. Love them into being, okay? Right, look here. I persevere through all things, no matter what life throws my way, right? What was under that? My success is dependent on my own efforts, right? So make sure you make an effort. Don't give up, or don't throw away the dream because, you know, you got afraid or you made a mistake. No, get back on track, man. Because you can do it. But let's get your final message here. What's the final message for Libra, Sun, and Rising sign? So it reads, Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to get what you need, to get you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us, Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. All right? But that's all I have for you, Libra. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give the video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.